What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Win by Two. I'm Chris.
Bharath.
And today we're going to break down our Eastern Conference playoff standings for this upcoming 2016-2017 season. Alright, so basically, we both believe that at least that 7 out of the 8 teams from, give or take, out of the 8 teams that made the playoffs last season are going to go back. That are pretty much a lock to go back. Yeah. We think Miami, ever since losing Dwayne Wade, I don't think that they're gonna be a playoff team.
Yeah,
I think that they could compete for it, but I think they'll be honestly like a 10, 11, maybe a 9th seed. You know,
that's what I have predicted as well.
All right, so let's go in order. Let's go number 1. I think we could both agree.
Yeah, it'll be Cleveland.
We don't even gotta talk about that. Okay, number 2. I gotta go with. I'm gonna stick with Toronto. I think that their core of Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan and guys like DeMar Carroll and Jonas Valanciunas. Valanciunas wasn't really healthy in the playoffs. That's why they didn't go any further. Yeah. But I think.
Well, they made the conference finals as far as they were.
Yeah, but I mean, if they had a healthy Valanciunas, I think they could have given the Cleveland a better run. You know.
Maybe.
But I feel like they're a solid lock at 2. What do you think?
I actually have Boston. I think after watching Toronto last year and Kyle and DeMar really slowed down in the playoffs, I see them resting them more. Kyle Lowry's I think 30 now, so you see him probably get a little more rest off.
Boston's so young; they're only getting better.
Exactly. I think they have something to prove, so you'll see them come out the gates.
I think I'll give Boston another 2-3 years until they're a 1 and 2 seed, because if Jaylen Brown really does pan out, I don't think he'll be amazing this year. I think he's gonna be very limited in what he does this year. He'll be a guy that'll defend one of the best players on the other team, and then he'll also be a great guy in transition. But I don't think he's gonna be looking for his own shot a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at seeds 3 to 6, they all have the same record, and Boston was in there. So I mean, really, you're just talking about a few more games between 3rd and 2nd. I know Toronto was a few games ahead of that, but I think, with Toronto benching their guys.
Toronto was like 8 games ahead of.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about a 3rd seed. Essentially, by a tiebreaker, they could have been a 3rd seed. So now you just play a few games here and there. I really think Boston could end up leaping Toronto.
All right, so at number 3, I'm gonna go with Boston, just like you said, that they're a young core and they're only getting better.
Yeah, and I'll go Toronto just for the same argument.
All right, so that just flip flop.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, I'm gonna go with Indiana. I think Jeff Teague is a great pickup for them. I think George Hill was a great glue guy, but he's not an all-star caliber point guard.
Yeah.
Jeff Teague, I think they stole him from Atlanta. I think him, Paul George, and Miles Turner are all going to be a solid trio. And then obviously Paul George, he's coming back to his superstar ways, so I think he can carry them to a top 3 seed.
Yeah,
top 4 seed.
I actually have not Charlotte, Atlanta staying at 4. I think really they've done a good job. They only lost Horford, which is a major piece, but I think adding Dwight Howard really solidifies that center position.
Yeah, people don't give Dwight Howard enough credit. This guy is still an 18 and 10, 18 and 12 guy.
Yeah, he's still a dominant force.
He just got completely overshadowed in Houston by James Harden. But now in Atlanta, there's no one guy that's the dude.
I think
Dwight Howard could possibly get back to being like that dude.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Also, his problem is health, but I think Atlanta had a huge issue with rebounding. I think they were one of the worst rebounding teams in the league.
Because you can't expect Al Horford to go bang in there with Dwight Howard and Andre Drummond.
Yeah, so Dwight Howard should help in that regard. I think maybe they'll give him a little more touches, so I see Atlanta staying at 4.
All right, so at number 5, I'm going to have to go with... Who do you got at number 5?
I have Detroit. I think Detroit had a very good core that's really building. They got Tobias Harris, helps them stretch the floor. Caldwell Pope is a great piece to that puzzle.
Still got Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know.
They also got Stanley, who's getting better.
Yeah, Stanley will be a nice glue guy off the bench. I think,
Andre Drummond. The big dude. Boban.
Yeah, they signed Boban.
Honestly, he's only going to play like 10-15 minutes a game, but I think he's going to be dominant.
I think they got Henry Ellison in the draft, if I remember correctly. So really, there's a lot of pieces on that team. And I mean, they played well, and they got the 8 seed last year. They kept the core together, and I really expect a big boost from them. Great defensive team as well.
All right, so that was 5?
That's 5.
All right, so at number 6.
Who do you have?
At number 5. I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna throw this team in there. This is my team out of the East. Even though you guys know I'm a huge Warrior fan, I'm gonna go with the Bucks at number 5.
All right.
I think that's a huge jump from them because they were 4 seeds out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
But I really believe in that young core of
Yeah.
Michael Carter Williams, who's in his 4th, 5th year now,
Yeah.
and then guys like Chris Middleton, who just shoots the lights out of it, and then Giannis is gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
If you don't already consider him basically a star
Yeah.
already. And then Jabari Parker, last season it was his first year off of the ACL injury,
Yeah.
so I think he took some time to get better with the game again.
Yeah.
And then I think he's just gonna be crazy good this year. And then you got Thon Maker off the bench, and you forget you have Greg Monroe too, who's not a slouch himself. You know? So then if Thon Maker does pan out, then they could possibly trade a guy like Greg Monroe and then get better at the 1, or just get better off the bench. You know?
Yeah.
Or just keep him and then be a solid 1 through 5, 1 through 6.
There's some defensive problems there, but I mean
A lot of length.
A lot of length. Yeah, if the people can use their length.
No one is under 6'7" on that starting lineup.
Yeah, they should create a lot of problems. Just how they gel together. This is like their second year together.
Yeah.
If you include Jabari in there.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I got faith in Jason Kidd putting that team together. All right, so number 6, I'll put Detroit.
Yeah.
I think Andre Drummond. He's just too good down there. And then guys like Reggie Jackson, who I want to say is like a mini Russell Westbrook, but my boy Jalen's gonna give me a lot of hate for that. Shout out Jalen. But I just think that Tobias Harris, they stole from the Magic. I think the Magic have been making a lot of stupid decisions lately, and including the Serge Ibaka trade. But I think that Detroit will be a solid piece of the 6.
Yeah. Okay. So I think, am I on the 6 now as well? Yeah, I think so. So I got Indiana at the 6. I think Jeff Teague was a good addition. I still have problems with the whole backcourt, how they're gonna defend with Monte. I think Dad Young was also a good signing at the 4. They traded for him, my bad. But I think there's a lot of promise there.
I forgot they had that.
Yeah. So I think they lost Solomon Hill, but I mean that's just.
But they got Miles Turner, Paul George, Jeff Teague.
Yeah, they got a lot of promise, a lot of offensive firepower on that team. I expect them to do pretty well. I just don't know if they can leapfrog other teams just yet, so I'll keep them at the 6th position.
All right, so number 7, I'm gonna go with Chicago.
Yeah.
I think Rajon Rondo and D Wade will help Jimmy. That's Jimmy Butler's team. D Wade said, but they will help Jimmy Butler's team like get away from being mediocre and be like above average. But Rajon Rondo and D Wade, they're obviously past their prime, so they're just gonna bring them to that middle ground of the East. They're not gonna get them a lottery pick, and they're not gonna bring them to the top of the East. So I don't like the fact that they did that just for the fact that they were able to get D Wade. It doesn't help their timeline.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them eventually a better team. It just puts them right here where they're not gonna win anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe in Chicago at all. I think there's 3 ball handlers that need the ball in their hand, who need to create for themselves. Obviously, Rajon creates for others, but he still needs the ball in his hands for most of the possessions. I don't see that working. I think Charlotte is at 7. I would have liked Charlotte to go up very high.
They lost Al Horford, or not Al Horford, Al Jefferson and Courtney Lee.
Yeah, Al Jefferson didn't play like half the season because he was injured. I think he had like a leg problem. Really, they started with Spencer Hawes and had Cody Zeller or maybe not have been Cody Zeller, Tyler Zeller, one of them. Cody Zeller, yeah, he's a great player. I think they've got a lot of glue guys.
Batum,
Nick Batum, Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker's the star over there.
Yeah.
He was I think considered by a few people as an MVP candidate last year.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Kemba Walker's enough to carry that team.
Yeah, but I think that they have a tight core. They play great defense. You ever watch? I know a lot of people don't watch Charlotte basketball. I've watched a couple games. Incredible defense from that unit. So I expect the same results. Just lost a couple games. That's all. So there's my 7.
All right. So at number 8, I gotta go with the Wizards. Even though John Wall and Bradley Beal had reportedly been arguing a lot on the court, and they don't get along when they're on the court because they're obviously both such great players that they want the ball in their hand. But I think that they could set aside their differences and be a solid enough team to make the playoffs at least. Because do you remember they got Marcin Gortat and they got Nene back, right? No, he signed with someone else.
Yeah, he did.
You signed with someone else?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's signed with someone else. But they got Otto Porter, who's coming out, and that I feel like that's a good enough team to be the.
Yeah, they have enough star power to really make it up. I think they should win 45, 47 games this year. I think honestly, I'm more conservative with them putting them at the 8th seed. I really expect them. They should be at the 6th seed, but I want to see them, gel together. I think Otto Porter, it's finally time for him to show up. I think same with Bradley Beal. He needs to stop being injured all the time.
Yeah, I think that's a huge key for Washington.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal's healthy.
But other than that, I think that's my 8 right there.
All right, guys, let us know what you guys think for the top 8 seeds of the East. And until next time,
Adios.